guys, today I'm going to do a quick video, a review on the gear I use for striper, and a little report on the fall migration run that we're having. That's starting up really good, and it's starting to get real hot. So first I'll explain here the rod I use. It's a Boo Garcia Jordan Lee. I've been using it for quite some time. I like the action on it. I like the feel of it. It's a 7-footer, medium heavy action. And this is not the reel that it comes with. This is a Torrent 2 200. On 30-pound braid, it holds 200 yards. And it just hogs the fish in. It works really good for striper. Love that reel. The adjustments are really good, and it just works out really good for striper and pulling in big striper. And then my line here, I got the Suffix 832 30-pound braid on here, and I have ran through, you see it there, I've ran through a lot of braids, gone through different brands and stuff, and I found out that this one right here casts the best for the price. It's about 20 to 30 bucks for a 200-yard roll, and it casts like no other. I would really highly recommend it, and it's a Suffix 832. And then for the lure here, right there, this is a bigger weight here, a jig head. It's a 5/0 hook, and the jig head is a 3/4 ounce. I would go from anywhere from 3/8 to 3/4, just depending on the current and stuff. And then you can go a little smaller, like 4/0 hook or something like that. I like a little heavier hooks so it doesn't bend out when you get the bigger fish on. And then these swim baits right here, they're super good. They're Keitech swim baits. And these are the Easy Shiners. They're right here, and they're really very effective. They work really good in the current. Basically, when I toss these things out on a jig head, you could set them up weedless too, but I just leave it how the hook's out and just cast it out near the edge and just let it drop down, and not even reeling it, just barely keeping the line tight and just letting the current just take it down just across those rocks there. And that's going to do real good, get the fish attracted to it, because that's where they're waiting right there. They're waiting to ambush the split tail and all the other bait fish, shad and all that stuff. Whatever they get their hands on, there's aggressive striper, aggressive fish, so they're going to strike on anything. As long as you get in front of them, and as long as you can find the striper, just put it in front of them and they'll do the rest. And for the Sacramento River fishing report, it is starting to heat up, guys. I've heard reports of guys doing trolling, catching them, baits doing good. I just did really good the other day on some swim baits. You just gotta locate these fish, guys. The water temperature is dropping. It's right in the prime temperature for striper, about 55 right now and dropping. And as this we get more rain coming in, the water is gonna get even fill up more with bait fish, and that's what these striper are running after, are these bait fish. So it's just gonna get better and better. And the Delta, I heard the Delta's it's doing better, but still you gotta find these fish. They're not fully in the system yet. Probably about another week or so we're gonna have some more rain, and then after that it's gonna be really good. All right, so check this out. This is inside the 2 striper stomachs that I caught just the other day, and there is a bunch of different species of fish inside of it. One's fully cut open, one still has the belly, inside of the belly liner there, the one on the right. And there's definitely on the left there's 2 shad, a split tail, and there's the stomach when it's open, the other stomach. And I don't know if it's a baby salmon or what it is, but if you guys know or think what it is, let me know in the comments. And if you guys are going after the big monster fish, I like to catch and release those guys. Anything, pretty much the range I like to eat in is from 18 to I'd say like 27-ish, somewhere around there. Those are the prime eating ones. But if you guys are trying to catch some big monsters, get a little night crawler, like a half night crawler with a little hook on there, and catch a split tail. Those split tails, and then once you catch a split tail, put it on a bigger pole with a, you could do 2 hooks. You could just hook it through the lip, you could hook it through the back, or you could do a treble hook on the back and then 1 hook on the front, however you like to do it. But those split tail, the pike, those have special scent on them. That's why they're called striper candy. Because fish on? Because I thought my son had a fish on. Because those guys, they give off a special scent. They have a special oil on them. So if you do catch them, you could even cut them up and use them for bait. But I've had the best luck, anywhere from like 4 to 7 inch, somewhere around that range. It's going to be killer to put on your hook alive. If you could do that, yeah, most likely you're going to hook a big striper. All right, guys. So right here is what I'm talking about. See these round rocks right here? This is ideal location. And also these pumps right here. You see these pumps going down in the water? These are really good spots to fish because down in here they're dug out. And then also too, when you're by these pumps right here, check and see about 10-15 feet out in here, there'll be a swirl. And when there's a swirl, see this one doesn't have a swirl right now because the pump's not running. Some of them run still, some of them are broken and don't run. But if you're by these pumps and you see a swirl, that's the ideal spot to fish, right near these round rocks. And they're all along the river, guys. So that's a key spot. If you're bank fishing, look for those pumps and look for these round rocks. And also sandbar nearby too. Those are always really good. There's a swirl right there. All right, guys, so now I have a boat, so I could pretty much fish any spot I want. But if you're bank fishing, a few key things to look for. First, Google Maps is going to be your best friend for bank fishing. That's what I did, and you can find some really good secluded spots. The main thing is for fishing is you want to find spots where there's nobody fishing there, or no one's fished there recently. I've always found those spots are much better. And also when you're looking for landlocked spots, look for sandbars is really good, like where I'm at right now. And also there's 2 different types of rocks on the river. You got the man put rocks. Those are the sharp looking rocks. And then you got the round river rocks. Those are the natural rocks in the river. Those rocks are going to be much better to fish near, the round river rocks, than the jagged, sharper rocks.